This is Liz Bentley, and today I want to talk about one of the big excuses I hear a lot in ways that people defer their accountability in a problem. And the excuse they use is, I don't know. So I don't know sounds very innocent, like, oh, I didn't know I was responsible for that. Or, oh, I didn't know that those two people didn't like each other. Or I didn't know that this project was time sensitive. I didn't know it was due then. I didn't know this was a problem. Okay. And people love to use I don't know as their reason for why they didn't hold up their end. And it's great because usually you can get away with that. If you say, I don't know, it sounds like, oh, well, you just, okay, well, you didn't know. But here's the issue. Maybe you should have known. In fact, you probably needed to know and should have known. So if you're saying, I don't know, typically what the problem is, one, you haven't asked enough questions. Two, you haven't been active enough. Instead, you've been passive, waiting for things to come to you instead of crafting the situation around you to get the result that you're looking for. Three, maybe you've been told this multiple times, but you haven't wanted to hear the feedback. So for example, maybe when you're running a project, people have said you need to have check-in meetings with everybody around you to make sure everything is going smoothly. And you just didn't take that feedback this time. And maybe you're saying, well, I didn't know I had to do it this time. But in fact, that feedback was for all projects, not just that one. So I find too that often people say, I don't know, because they just don't want to see the mistake that they have been making. Okay, so here's the tip. If you find yourself saying, I don't know, as your excuse, the first thing you have to ask yourself is this something I should know? Is this something I should be responsible for knowing? How is my career being diminished every time I say I don't know something? And what could I be doing to shift that so that I can empower myself instead of not getting accountable to things that are going poorly around me? So pay attention to where that is happening. If you're managing somebody and you find that they are saying, I don't know too often to you, then do the same thing. Ask them those questions. Why didn't you know? Is this something you think you should know in the future? And how can we avoid this next time so that you're more aware of what's happening?